5 grams of creatine looks like almost nothing, but take it consistently and changes can begin inside your muscles and even your brain long before you notice anything dramatic in the mirror.
Creatine isn't like caffeine. You don't swallow it and suddenly feel supercharged. Instead, repeated daily doses gradually increase the amount stored in your muscles. And that creates several small advantages that can become surprisingly meaningful over time.
Number 1. The scale may rise. One of the first things you might notice isn't a stronger bench press. It's the scale. During the early days of supplementation, body weight can rise as your muscles begin holding additional water. That extra weight isn't automatically body fat. Creatine encourages water to move into muscle cells. Imagine dry sponges becoming hydrated from the inside. That's also why muscles can begin looking slightly fuller. Number 2. More rapid energy. The bigger reason athletes use creatine involves ATP, the immediate energy source your muscles depend on for brief, explosive effort. Heavy lifting, sprinting, and jumping can burn through this available energy extremely quickly. Higher muscle creatine stores help replenish that rapid energy system. The result isn't superhero strength. It's more subtle, perhaps maintaining power longer or getting an extra rep when you normally would have stopped. Number 3. Better repeat performance. That same energy system matters between sets. When rapid energy is restored more effectively, your second, third, or fourth hard set may hold up better instead of collapsing as fatigue builds. One extra rep doesn't look impressive, but repeat that advantage across dozens of workouts and it becomes additional productive training. That's where creatine becomes interesting. The benefit can accumulate instead of appearing all at once. But here's where creatine gets more interesting. Your muscles aren't the only tissues that need rapid energy. Your brain is constantly using energy too, and researchers have explored whether creatine can support that system as well. Number 4. Brain energy. Your brain requires enormous amounts of cellular energy to keep neurons communicating. Research suggests creatine may support certain areas of cognitive performance, particularly when the brain is under greater energy stress, for example, during demanding mental work or inadequate sleep. That doesn't mean 5 grams suddenly turns you into a genius. Cognitive effects appear more complicated than that, and some people may notice very little. The interesting point is simply that creatine biology extends beyond bigger muscles and heavier weights. Number 5. Hydration feels different inside muscle tissue. Some users report noticing thirst more often. There's no need to obsess over a magical number of liters. Pay attention to thirst, training conditions, heat, and your normal hydration needs. Number 6. The kidney question. Now for one of creatine's longest-running controversies. Supplements can increase blood creatinine, a marker commonly included when kidney function is evaluated. That can sound alarming until you understand that creatinine is also related to normal creatine metabolism. In healthy people, using typical amounts, research has generally not shown kidney damage from creatine supplementation. But that's different from saying every supplement is appropriate for every person. Existing kidney disease or other medical concerns deserve a conversation with a qualified clinician. Number 7. Rest days still count. Creatine doesn't switch off when you leave the gym. Once muscle stores become elevated, they remain available on rest days too. That's why consistency usually matters more than trying to perfectly time the supplement around a workout. Think of creatine as filling a reservoir rather than pressing a temporary boost button. Missing an occasional serving doesn't instantly empty that reservoir, but consistently stopping for a longer period allows muscle stores to gradually move back toward their previous level. Number 8. What about cramps?
Creatine has also been blamed for muscle cramps and dehydration for years, but controlled research hasn't consistently shown that creatine users suffer more cramping simply because they're supplementing. The old locker room story is far less convincing than it sounds. A hard training session, fatigue, heat, hydration status, and other factors can all enter the picture when cramps occur. So if your calf suddenly tightens during a brutal workout, blaming the scoop you took that morning may be far too simple. Number 9. More training volume. Here's where tiny performance improvements become visible progress. If creatine helps you maintain another rep here, another quality set there, total training volume can gradually increase. And repeated productive training is a major ingredient in building muscle. Creatine isn't secretly constructing new muscle while you sleep. It gives your training system a small performance advantage. You still need resistance, progression, enough nutrition, and recovery. Creatine works best as support for the process, not a replacement for it. Number 10. The scale can mislead you. Suppose your muscles hold more water, your training improves, and over time you gain additional lean tissue. Your body can look different even when the scale barely moves, or when it initially moves in a direction you didn't expect. That's why body weight shouldn't be your only scoreboard. Training performance, consistent progress photos, measurements, and how your clothes fit can reveal changes a single number can't. One metric rarely tells the entire story of what's happening inside your body. So the real story of daily creatine isn't a dramatic overnight transformation. It's fuller muscle cells, a better rapid energy system, and potentially more productive training accumulating over time. Small biological advantages repeated consistently can create results that eventually stop looking small. So, which change surprised you most? Tell me below. And if you want more science explained without the gym myths, subscribe for the next breakdown.